Hello builders, and welcome back to the World Zoo project, the giant zoo where I have built a habitat for every animal in the game. And today's video, well, I gotta come clean. I don't have a habitat for you today. Today is going to be a little addition onto our African section. As well, I was building this zoo over on Twitch. People were bringing up the fact that, well, the zoo is gigantic and most people would never be able to see it in one day. So we need to build a hotel in the middle of the zoo that people could stay in, just so that they'd be able to see the whole thing without feeling too rushed. Now, if you want to download this zoo yourself, there is a link in the description for you to do that. Recommend you having a strong computer, but I also have a left side and a right side of the zoo separated on the Steam Workshop as well, just to make running it on your computer a little bit more manageable and not blow it up. Now, while you're in the description, make sure to click the link for my Twitch channel and come join me over there, where I like to play a lot of chill building games like Planet Zoo and just have a nice chill time. Unless I'm playing multiplayer games with friends, then, well, I can't guarantee it's going to be chill. Anyways, enough of all that. Let's get on to the building now, shall we? Now, every good hotel needs a gift shop in the bottom of it, and I realized I don't have too many gift shops in my zoo. The last one I built on this channel was for the Asian section, and that was quite a ways away from where this area is located, so I figured guests need to do some nice shopping. And we will start off by building it with these lovely mud brick walls, which we have been using throughout the whole African section. And once I have the style selected, building the walls comes pretty easily, as I just copy and paste it around, and then that will give us time to add in the details such as these little shelves. And a little bit later I will be filling these shelves with, well, more props and decorations just to make it look more like a store. And right here I'm going to create an elevator just to make it look like guests can exit here from the hotel above. Of course it's not functional, but at least it will look like it is. Now, of course, the feature of any store is, well, the merchandise. Guests are there to buy, so we need to fill these shelves up all over the walls and just fill them with all kinds of random tourist attraction stuff that people just love to buy and put on the shelf and then forget about it in 2-3 years and then look at it and go, what the hell is this? And then, well, put it in a garage sale or up on Facebook Marketplace. Don't pretend like you haven't done it. We've all done it. Although I won't just be leaving my displays to the simple in-game ones, I'm going to have some fun and build my own, like I did over here in the European section, where we created a Lion King replica with the lions falling into a herd of zebras. Well, in the movie it's a wildebeest, but in that one, well, we're limited to what we had, so it was a herd of zebras. So I'm going to have some more fun with this one and just make a lovely little plushy display. And in the back we will make a miniature replica of Pride Rock, as you will see. Though I don't have a Rafiki or monkey doll to use, so we're just going to have a lion holding another little baby lion. And of course I had to quickly show off the Pride Rock that I made in the zoo over here. If you haven't seen that video, go through my channel and look up the lion video and you can see me building my own version of Pride Rock. There, I'm getting my good dose of self-promotion and hopefully I'm not overdoing it. Now, before we can decorate the rest of this area, I just want to create a quick middle island for the staff to put boxes on, or maybe help the guests, you know, something you normally see in the center of a store, and then we'll put a few more displays around it. And continuously as I am building this, I am just deleting stuff off the walls and coming up with new ideas. And I decided, you know what you see in most stores like this? Poster racks. So we're just doing a quick little poster rack system that people can flick through them before picking their posters. After that, I'm just going to go through the prop section one by one and just see what tickles my fancy, and from there I will just start adding stuff as I see fit. Now, my original concept for this store was to have the hotel directly above it, but I decided to move the hotel slightly off to the side. That way I could have a lovely little sunroof letting in some more natural light into this store. So all I needed to do was just expand the walls slightly up in the middle and add in a little bit of wall decorations. After all, a boring orange wall like that just needed a little bit something else to make it pop out. And now you might be noticing that train track outside the front of the store, and you're not seeing things. This is a large train track that I have going around the entire zoo and stops off in multiple stations. What I really need to do one day is just film that whole ride around the zoo and put it up on the channel for you all to enjoy. Maybe I'll do that one day here soon, as I would like some easier to edit videos and put them on the channel, as my work schedule doesn't let me get around to videoing too much, and doing these speed builds and doing recordings for them does take a fair amount of time. Now, while I was building this, I asked my Twitch chat to come up with a name for this lovely store, and they came up with the delightful name of Trunk Trinkets. A very cute name, one that I actually quite enjoyed because it gave me a chance to really use a lot of these elephant pieces in the game. Elephants definitely not lacking for pieces, though there are so many animals in the game that just don't have any prop pieces to go with them, which makes decorating their habitats a little bit more difficult. Hopefully for Planet Zoo 2, Frontier gives us a large selection to work with for all the animals. Now at this point in the build, I came to the center realization that there is no real easy path around these mountains. Guests have to walk a real long way just to get to this point of the zoo, so I decided to carve out a hole in the middle of this mountain and connect Africa over towards the petting zoo section, which has a little bit more of a European theme. This way, guests will walk in and out of this tunnel, and it will give the illusion that they are checking in to the hotel. To create the illusion that this is a lovely rounded tunnel, I am of course using these bridge pieces as you can see, and then just copying and pasting them all the way down. After that, I will just cover the top with some rocks to make it look like it is a lovely tunnel that is built underground. And now all that's left to do is to repair the giant hole that I had left in the petting zoo, and to make sure that the fences are put back in so the animals can't just escape and start tormenting the guests. Although, really, it's a petting zoo. I don't think the animals are going to torment the guests too much if they escape, being that, well, the guests can enter the habitats and, well, pet them. Okay, maybe there wasn't much of a rush to fix those fences, but still, I didn't want to go wrangling all the animals up. And for those of you who may not be aware of this, guests can walk clearly right through props and walls, so feel free to cover up your paths with walls. As long as there is a path underneath it, guests will be able to walk right through it. Now we come back over to the African side and start working on the hotel itself. We will start creating a bit of a base, and then we will build up from there. The idea being that the guests will be able to enter the hotel and they will have some sort of lobby inside, though I don't bother creating an interior for this, as this is all mostly external. And besides, I have enough props in this giant zoo and I need to get the corners somewhere, so we'll just use a little bit of imagination. Now, I really wish hotels were a real thing in Planet Zoo. I know it's not a real feature of many zoos, but come on, if I want to make a giant zoo like this, let guests have the option to stay. But for now, I will just have to pretend. I can only hope that they will add something like that in Planet Zoo 2. As for the top half of this building, we will just be creating some basic walls, copy pasting them around, and then going in with some details. Once I have the rough layout complete, I'll delete a few walls, as you can see, and I'll start filling the space with some balconies. We'll have some more expensive rooms that will have the balconies. That way guests can overlook the safari habitat right in front of the hotel. I don't believe I mentioned it yet, but if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link to it down below. But it essentially is just a 11 species habitat, and this hotel will allow guests to overlook it. And since Twitch chat came up with such a lovely name like the Trunk Trinkets, I asked them to come up with another name for this hotel, and if they could incorporate another animal. And they did not disappoint. We, of course, as you can see, named it the Resting Rhino. And I had a bit of a creative spark and decided to use that rhino head as part of the logo. And while I was building that sign, I decided this hotel just wasn't big enough. We needed some bigger rooms, some nice VIP rooms that people would spend a lot of money on to stay in. So I decided to quickly take apart the mountain I had just built and build some larger room sets. And then, as you can see, I desperately go through and start deleting all the rocks before placing them in again, just right to fit around all the copy-pasted rooms I had just created. I do love me some good rock work. If you're new to the channel, well, welcome to my rock section. However, there's not much rock placement in this video as there is in others because, well, it's not a habitat. It's just a simple building. But I'll be damned if I'm not going to incorporate rocks into my build somehow. After all, I love rocks, and that is why I chose my name. And I will go into behind the scenes lore in just a moment about why I chose my name, but a fun trick if you're ever doing something like this, make sure to put pathing down hidden underneath the floor so that you can put the couches and chairs down. Otherwise, you won't be able to use those props because they have to be on pathing. Now, as I said before, if you want some behind the scenes lore for old Stone Soul, the reason I have my name, like many others, is way back in the day, back when World of Warcraft first came out, I created a character and he was a troll shaman, and I just wanted a nice spiritual yet elemental sounding name, so I went with Stone Soul. And kind of forward to nowadays, I dropped a U and changed it to Sol, the name of our sun in our solar system. Why? Because I like space too. Anyways, it's kind of weird, and it's my name, and I haven't changed it since. Now, getting back onto track, you might be thinking, this isn't an African style build you're doing now. And well, you are right, this is going to be a part of the hotel that overlooks the European style petting zoo. So I decided to make it a little bit more of a European theme to it to match what we had built previously in those sections. And if you want to see what we built in all those sections, dig through the archive of my channel and go and find it. Though those videos are a little bit older, and I feel like I've gotten a little bit better in these voiceovers as I've gone on. So occasionally when I look at those old videos, I get a little cringy with it, but feel free to go back and look at them, as they are still good builds. Now, as I copy and paste these around the side of the mountain and we do some cleanup, let's do an outro for the video before we look at the final cinematic shots of this hotel. Now, I want to thank you all for watching this far. Make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and do all those things that YouTubers ask you to do, or don't, it's fine. I am just doing this for the love of video editing and teaching myself a new skill while enjoying my Planet Zoo builds. Though if you did enjoy this build and you want to come see me build more things, or just come say hi once in a while, that is fine too. Make sure to click on the link in the description for the Twitch channel, or come join the Discord as well if you want to share your own builds. I love seeing what other people have created, as it inspires me. And again, I will mention that this entire zoo is on the workshop if you want to download it and explore it yourself. Though not everyone is able to download the zoo, as it is pretty expensive, as you can see how much detail I love putting into it. But that is why I have also created a left and a right side of the zoo that will allow you to maybe load them in one at a time and explore from there. As for a quick channel update, I will be doing tour videos pretty soon where we will start exploring each section of the zoo a little bit more in depth, and then I will also be doing speed builds for our critter campground. Now, enough of all this self-promotion and me rambling, let's get on to those cinematic shots. Well, builders, I hope I made your day a little bit better. Goodbye! Oh wait, maybe I did have a few more moments to talk.